Yeah, that's part of that philosophy and methodology. And I think when we talk about the modernization of the accounting function, the shift from segmented to dimensional accounting is the most radical thing that we as accountants go through. And I think for the not-for-profit space, it's extremely valuable because of the fund elements. And so a lot of the challenges in the kind of the marketplace and not with the not-for-profit systems is truly trying to find the ability to do effective fund accounting in a non-cumbersome way. And I think that's where the dimensional attributes in a ledger designers are what those organizations should be looking for, so as not to limit themselves or to, because that element of that fourth could be the fourth dimension or third dimension of the fund can really bog down a system. So Intact having the project attribute, which can be modified to the fund, helps eliminate some of that burden. So kind of a little bit of a tangent, but yeah, that shift away from the segmented system helps. I had to go through that migration many years ago in my head and in the design. And so we finally have come to that dimensional model in Intact, but tried to fit a dimensional mindset into 300 previously, which worked. It wasn't a problem. But it made it a lot more challenging to manage, because for the account, the department, and then what we use for our third segment, which is related to our medical providers, it creates a very long chart of accounts where if you have the thought of a dimension in head, you can make those things very easily accessible, because you know your account codes, you know your departments, and you know your whatever your third or fourth dimensions need to be. And then it's just a cube that you're having to work through. So that anybody that hasn't made that transition yet, it's a fun thought process. It's challenging, but it's worth it, because that's when you start to see these systems start to open up like a flower, and the accessibility to the data is so much easier. So shift to the reporting, the dimensional, or the ability, the decisions for us to move to Intact. A lot of it was the ability to move through those different dimensions with ease.